Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest. Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Thursday afternoon, the 30th of March, 2023. And you, my friends, are listening to the Big Show. Hoodie, J. Minogue, Keyzie, you mad bastard, to take you through this glorious afternoon. Mogi, looking sensational as ever, mate. How's life?
It's going pretty grouse, actually, to be completely honest with you. Pretty excited about today, man. We've got a big guest coming in.
Yeah, big star.
But it's a secret.
Yeah,
it's a secret.
Totally.
We're not going to say who it is, all right?
Are you
so
sure?
That's a secret. Yeah. You're just going to have to keep out in the 5 o'clock hour, so after 5 sometime.
Yeah, totally, mate.
Yep.
What I can say is it's not Helen Clark.
Yes,
all right?
That's true. That is true. We'll narrow it down. Each break we'll tell you who it's not, and then you can try and work it out.
Totally.
Flick us through a text on 3483 and let us know who you reckon it might be. If you do manage to guess it, Jase will go to your senior ball with you.
Senior bolos.
Totally I will, man. Totally I will. Hey, Keyzie, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, it's all good.
You all right, Keyzie?
No, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, good.
You got your waffle shirt on today?
Okay, look, it's just a nice green long sleeve button-up shirt.
It is nice, man.
That has waffle texture.
It's actually
Really?
my favourite shirt that you've got.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
wow, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Quite a lot like my duvet, actually.
Yeah, it's a similar fabric.
Hey, great text in here on 3483. If Keyzie was an activist, he'd be called Nosy Parker. That's clever. That was a good one.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's very, very clever. Hey, talking of text, text us 3483. Where are you listening to the show? Most importantly, what are you wearing?
What? I was going to say, don't forget as well, 4:30 today, another chance to win some cash with Wage Against the
Oh,
Machine.
yeah, true that, mate.
Yeah.
In the meantime, here's Alice in Chains.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Alice in Chains here on the radio, Hodaki Big Show. As to our special guest today, no, it's not Bill English.
No.
All right?
Or Jim Bolger. We've had a text come through here, so you can rule that out.
Yeah, definitely not
It's not
Jim
Tova
Bolger.
O'Brien, although it could be.
Yeah, it could be Tova.
Yeah.
There's lots of texts coming in on 3483 as to what people are wearing and where they are as well. Wearing the standard orange high-vis with some wet socks.
Oh, yeah,
is
so
there anything
good.
worse, man?
Yeah, no, I love it.
Wet socks.
Yeah, totally, man.
Ah.
Especially woolly, wet
woolly.
socks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Afternoon, you mad bastards. Adam here. Today I'm rocking the black T-shirt and shorts once again, heading home in the traffic. Happy Friday Eve.
Yeah,
Oh,
good stuff,
wow.
mate. That's
Yeah,
the sort
yeah.
of attitude I like in
That's
a man.
good. That's real good.
Is Brad Pitt the special guest?
If only.
Yeah.
Is it the
I would
Queen?
take him out for dinner.
Would you?
Yes.
I'd just be struggling with my rager.
Another person here has guessed, is it Brian Tamaki?
Oh, Brian Tumeke.
Yeah.
Brian Tumeke. I'd love to have him in the studio. Oh, Brian Too Much.
Same, man.
Yeah.
With his shades on.
Yeah.
Because he's got those mirrored sunnies, eh? So you can see yourself in them.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, totally. He's a bishop, hey?
Oh, he's a bishop, man. That's the thing about it. People don't know that.
How's
he's a
this
bishop.
one? How's this?
Brian
was he
Too Much.
Was he self-appointed? He was a self-appointed
Yeah,
bishop.
yeah.
Actually, I might appoint myself a bishop.
Yeah, Bishop Hoyt.
Hoity J.
Yeah.
Bishop Hoity J.
It's got a good ring to it.
You know, all of us here... Sorry, carry on, Keyzie.
How about this? White singlet and stubbies with jandals cruising in the Falcon.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good eating.
That's
Massive,
good, man.
Massive backbone. Gee, I've got to tell you, fellas, a bit of drama on the way from
God.
from the old car park today. I don't think I'm overstating it by saying I saved a man's life today.
Oh, cool, man.
Really? Far out.
Yeah, totally. I was at the lights there, right?
Oh, yeah.
By Nelson Street, and it's a busy intersection that goes two ways.
Yeah.
And I was at the lights here, and there was
It's
a
an
fella.
intersection.
It's true. This is true story too. This guy was on his phone, right? He was just staring at his phone. Didn't have earphones on.
Unreal.
Right? He was staring at his phone, right? And all of a sudden, the buzzer went to cross the road. And he didn't look one way or the other. He just started walking across the road. But the buzzer
Was for...
was for the other side of the road. He just heard the buzzer in his head and was looking at his phone and started walking across the road.
Yeah.
Coming down Nelson Street, straight at like a bull out of the gates.
Yeah.
This car just absolutely floored it.
Right.
Because it had obviously
Get the
turned green.
bastard.
And I saw what was happening. It was all like... I went into massive SAS mode.
Sure.
And I was like...
He would have been dead by the time he did
everything's-
that.
everything slowed down. And I gave myself a bit of a head spin then, actually. And then I jumped out across the road, right?
Yeah.
Pushed him out of the way. This is all happening in slow motion.
Wow, is it happening in slow motion?
And I leapt up in the air over the car that would have totally smashed into him.
Yeah.
Jumped over that car. Dadoosh.
What?
Well, actually, I don't know if you know that intersection there, Keyzie. There's 3 lanes.
Yeah.
So I actually just pushed him out of the way of the car, and in the other lane, the car following him just went straight into the bastard.
Right. Did you get hit?
No, I was fine.
Right.
I landed sort of Spider-Man like in between the lanes there. But
Managed to avoid a massive nose to tail.
Oh, well,
there.
you did your best, man.
Yeah, I did. And I called the amber and stuff, and
Yeah.
said he'll be all right, mate. He'll
Was
back
he all
home.
right?
Oh, nah. Oh, he wasn't saying much. A lot of gurgling.
Yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations, man. That's heroic.
Well, I try and do my bit, Keyzie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to look out for people,
Yeah,
eh?
totes, mate.
Yeah.
Totes.
Yeah.
Mind you, that'll teach him for being on his phone and not looking at what's going on around him, won't it?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He almost got what he deserved.
Wow, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
totally.
He was asking for it.
Well,
really.
yeah, absolutely. If you're just going to sit there on your phone and not pay attention,
Yeah.
Right, yeah, totally.
just going through the porn hub there, you shouldn't be doing that in public anyway, Keyzie.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Guns Roses there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. Thursday afternoon, 16 minutes past 4 o'clock. Great news, Keyzie.
Oh,
Great
God,
news
what?
for you, mate. Been contacted again, specifically about you, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Could have a new gig for you, my friend.
A new role.
Man.
Yeah,
See,
a new gig.
You're starting to get your own momentum, man.
Yeah, he is.
This is
He
it.
is.
This is it.
Right, well, so the agency's popping off then? People are asking for old Keyzie?
Well, I mean, this person did, yeah. Generally, no one's heard of you. As a general rule, but I mean that'll
Well,
change.
that's why I'm
Keith.
with you, to try and get-
I mean that'll change.
Right, yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
I mean, and the people that do know you, tend to think that you've got a bit of an issue with the booze, but
Right.
but we're working through that with people. And
Yeah, well, that's
ensuring
just
We're
that-
just lying our way through that.
yeah, we
yeah,
just
good,
have to
good.
blah, blah, blah.
Covering it up.
So,
Hey, but I know you love your radio, and
well, yeah, I do love radio. I'm already working in radio. I want
Yeah.
acting gigs.
All right.
Yeah, well,
Jeez, keep
oh,
your head
wow,
on,
God,
brother.
bloody hell.
You're acting like a
Good
star
Lord.
without getting up to being star
you
status.
carry on with that sort of attitude, I'm never going to get you any bloody work. Keith.
Oh,
Just
right.
settle down a bit, mate.
Right, well, the issue
right.
is...
I mean,
This
Christ.
is the thing. On top of the booze, it's the temper.
Yeah, that's the flashes of rage.
5-10 years ago, that temper would be fine, Keyzie, but people, they don't
They don't
like
abide
it
it
anymore.
now,
No,
Mogi.
no.
All
Well,
right,
don't
fine,
abide
sorry.
it now.
Sorry, the issue I'm having is the only acting roles you've given me are ones where I either get killed off straight away and have my downstairs out for some reason, or I'm playing some sort of depraved sicko. And then the last role you got me was a job producing a radio show in Rotorua.
I can only work with what I've got, Keyzie.
Right.
You've got to bring all offers to the table. So
Totally.
if we get, if Jase there is getting an approach from somebody, it would be against his code as an agent to not bring you that offer.
Totally, man.
So he has to offer it up to you, and then it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. Now, you have had countless opportunities, and you've turned them all down.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, well, okay.
I
Have
mean,
you
I'm
heard the
beginning to
phrase-
think, Jase, that you're wasting your
yeah,
time.
yeah. Well,
No,
have
no,
you ever
okay.
heard the phrase "beggars can't be choosers," Keyzie?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, okay, we'll just keep that in mind.
What's the role?
Now listen, check this out, right? Rock and roll, rock station,
Sweet, yeah.
a real up and coming show.
Right, okay, well, yeah. Okay.
Two legendary radio DJs who are just going through the orbit at the moment.
In New Zealand.
Massive following that is just surging. And they want and have inquired about Keyzie
Wow.
Yeah.
being part of the team. How does that sound?
Well, it sounds similar to what I'm doing now, except for the two massive stars thing. Yeah, so...
Now, I've got to tell you at this point, it's a producing role.
Right, so do I, am I on air at all?
Not
Only-
at this.
yeah,
Yeah, not really at this stage.
accidentally.
Yeah. If you stuff up technically, then you might be on air at some point.
You'll be flogged on
But
here. about it.
it's a producer role,
Okay.
but with some real possibilities of future opportunities.
Okay,
Keyzie.
and you reckon it's a step up from what I'm doing now?
Oh, definitely,
Right.
definitely.
Okay, well, what's the show?
The big show, Radio Hodaki. which is, believe me, it's going off.
Well, I
man.
know, I
It
work
is
it,
It's
yeah.
going off. You would start off in Studio B.
Yeah.
You'd be in
Right.
Studio B.
We'll get you in the office as well, doing a bit of photocopying.
Yeah.
Taking out the rubbish, the recycling.
Show
and that.
planners.
Yeah.
The only thing there
Cleaning
is...
up the absolute travesties that happen out in those toilets.
Yeah, totally. And all the crap that's on the studio desk that the breakfast show leave behind. Now, we've spoken to Pugs about it. Obviously, we're going to have to move him into the A studio. And old Keyzie takes over the producing role of the Radio Hodaki Big
Wait,
Show.
No,
Congratulations,
don't
buddy.
applaud that.
No,
Hang on.
seriously, mate.
Congratulations.
Mate, you can go home to your lovely wife tonight and say, babe, it's finally happened.
Oh, that'll be a bit later because you'll be working till about 8 or 9.
Right. Oh, yeah, you would.
So the new-
well, it's about 9, actually, and you need to be in here at about, I think it was 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 to 9.
Nine
That's
to-
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the job you've got me is...
And it's just like intern, kind of.
Oh, right, so I'm
Yeah.
an intern as well.
Yeah, and you'll be
yeah.
on a trial.
Yeah.
I'm on a trial.
Yeah.
90-day trial unpaid.
What's the money like?
Well, there is no money.
Right.
But it's it's all about the opportunity, Keyzie.
Yeah, stuff it, all right, I'll do it. Good shit.
Yeah,
man.
good.
Whew.
You good with that, Pugs?
Told you we'd get over the line, Pugs.
Yeah, no worries. He was into it.
The Hodaki Big Show
Oh,
podcast.
yes, indeed, Sublime there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 20 minutes to 5 o'clock. Hey, Wage Against the Machine, your chance, New Zealand, to win cash.
This is good times, man.
Really good times.
And just let me apologise to everybody out there. Jase's stuff in his face. We don't like to do this sort of thing on air,
No, definitely not.
but, we all make mistakes. And I'd
Yeah.
just like to say, all is forgiven from my side.
Yeah, they're
What do
cool.
you, Jay?
Yeah.
Wage Against the Machine, it's the easiest job you'll ever have in your life. Every day.
Totally, mate.
How much is it, man? How much are they getting today?
Every
'Cause
day.
it's an hourly rate, Jase? Have
It
you
is
heard
an
about
hourly
that?
rate, yeah.
So
Every
come on,
day-
spit it out, Keyzie. God.
Every day we announce the hourly rate. Today's hourly rate, lowest we've ever had, $25.
Ah.
Yeah.
How much do you think rhinoplasty surgeons get paid?
How much do you think rhinoplasty costs?
Quite a lot.
Does it? Have you
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
into it?
Yeah, don't tell me you haven't looked into it.
I'm just curious, that's all.
What, having a bit of a sticky beak?
What? Yeah, just having a canter there, Keyzie. But what was the wage again?
$25
$25
an hour.
is good money.
Oh, it's good
nothing wrong
money.
with it.
Especially
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's money for jam. It's free money.
It is free
Well,
money.
you're turning up your massive honker at that, are you?
Okay,
Don't turn your nose up at that.
Okay, that's like $1,000 right there, Mogi Pugs. Write that down. But how it works is you get your hourly wage, you then hop on the machine, it'll announce the hours, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, for as long as you can stay in there.
Yes.
I'm with you.
That's how much cash you get.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but at some point you'll get fired, so don't stay in there too long.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
God.
You know,
You know what I
well, that happened to our punter yesterday, didn't
Oh,
it?
it did, yeah. And then
which was a
he
tragedy.
told us that actually he did say it.
Right, yeah, we just
But
didn't
we
hear
went
it.
back over the tape and it wasn't on there.
We couldn't hear it,
it's a real
so
bummer.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a bit of a shame.
a-
But if you want to play, give us a call on
Yeah, give us a
0800
call,
Hodaki.
man.
Definitely.
Give us a call.
Just do it.
In the meantime,
you know,
hey,
it's easy. The thing about this competition is you've got to be in to win.
totally.
That is such a good point.
Write
That is
that
a
down,
really good
Keyzie.
point.
Yeah, I'm going to write that
yeah.
down. What was it? You got to be...
You've got to be in it to win it.
Right.
I've got another one.
What?
You know, I was thinking about when you win stuff, you're always happy, man.
Yeah.
And I've sort of noticed that with everybody that's won stuff on Hodaki. Winners are grinners.
Oh,
You write
my
that
Yeah,
down,
definitely
Keyzie?
Yeah,
write
I'm
that
gonna write
one
that. What is
down,
it? When is
Keyzie.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
So good.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
It's time to wage against the machine.
Do you guys get excited about this?
I do, man.
Yeah, I do.
I get excited, but also nervous because I want people to have the money.
Yeah, same.
I don't want them to lose the money.
I get
Are we
really-
allowed to tell them to stop?
I wish
no,
we
no,
could.
No.
Yeah, I wish we could, though.
But how would you guys know?
How will we know what?
You haven't seen
I
the
don't-
machine.
Well, it's not that we know. I just tell them to stop.
I've got these fine hairs on my testicles that
I've seen them. They're not
tingling.
fine.
They are
that
They are
start
thick.
tingling when it gets close.
Right.
Hey, Mark, you mad bastard. How's life?
Are you still?
I'm good, thanks.
That's good, mate. Sorry, Maggie. What was
That's
that?
right. I was just going to ask you if you're still using Botox in your bulls.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Mark? Are you?
Yeah, I am. Yes.
Yeah,
good
good
on you,
stuff. Good on you, Mark.
mate.
Hey, Mark, what do you do for a crust, mate?
I'm a graphic designer.
Ah, backbone. Backbone.
That's backbone.
I actually
That's
got
backbone.
True story. I got thrown out of graphic design at school because I was so shit at it.
Yeah.
But good on you, Mark. Good wage.
Yeah,
You getting a good wage for that, mate?
It's reasonable. It's
No.
never enough, is it?
Yeah.
Why
true,
weren't
mate.
you very good at it? Is it because you couldn't get very close to the paper because that snoz kept getting in the way?
Now, Mark, you know what we're playing for today? Was it, Keyzie? $25.
It is $25 an hour, Mark, but if you stay in the machine long enough, mate, you still get yourself a decent payday, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
All
Now,
right,
here's the
mate.
thing, Mark. We don't know when this bugger's going to go off, all right? So we're in the dark as much as you here. It's exciting stuff.
Good stuff. All right,
Okay.
well, let's chuck you in the machine and just be very clear, Mark, when you say stop, all right?
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Welcome to the machine.
1 hour. 2 hours. 3 hours. 4 hours. 5 hours.
Whoa.
6 hours.
Oh!
6 hours.
You
all
had it
right.
in your mind there, didn't you? Thinking to yourself, you know what'll be good money? 150. 150.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very good. Okay, well, let's see where it would have gone to, Mark.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
7 hours.
Oh, boy!
Perfect.
That was
Oh,
close.
look, that's pretty damn good.
You bloody
Yeah.
nailed that, mate.
Yeah, very close, mate. Well done, mate. $150 coming your way. Sounds good, huh?
Yeah, thank you very much.
No worries.
No
man.
worries, mate. And don't forget, you walk into work tomorrow, you go straight up to the boss and you tell him to stick it where the sun don't shine because you, my friend, are a rich man.
Yeah, boy.
I will.
Good on you,
you're
man.
back,
Stay on the
mate.
line and Pugs will sort you out in Studio B. Good on you, Mark. Here's the Jimi Hendrix.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, bit of Jimmy for you, eh? Nice. Hey, don't forget, we've got a very, very special guest after 5 o'clock. Keep those guesses coming on 3483. What we can say is that it's not Mogi.
Kim.com.
Right.
It's not Kim.com. Today,
Definitely.
Today, anyway, all
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Okay.
there's a bit happening in the background there, but today it's not Kim.com.
Right, because there are a lot of suggestions coming through on 3483
Oh, yeah?
as to who it might be.
Who you
Yes.
got?
Hey, fellas, is it Doug Howlett?
Dougie Howlett. Now, of course, Dougie Howlett, most famous for running across the rooftops of cars after the All Blacks exited
that's
the World
right.
Cup
Yeah,
over in
yeah.
France,
Yeah,
got
remember
knocked
that.
out in
Yeah,
their quarters, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful curly hair, Jase. You run your fingers through that?
Oh, yeah, a couple of times.
Hey, right. Hey, is it the Shotgun Supplements guy?
Who's that? Well, the answer's no, because
No,
I don't know who
I
that
don't
is.
even know who
Right,
that is.
okay. Is it Brendan Lovegrove?
Oh,
No.
the king of comedy.
Yeah.
No. Is it Terry?
Oh, that'd be a nice touch.
No, he's weird, Terry, like that. He doesn't like sort of drawing attention to himself.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He's quite a private kind of guy.
Yeah.
Likes things happening, keeps a closed door on stuff.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. We've also got Tool Chat coming up
Oh, yeah.
after 5 as well. So any tool suggestions for you guys to break down?
Yeah,
3483. Everyone that texts through also goes in the draw for BK, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, actually got some tool suggestions coming through if you want those.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't.
yeah, hit me.
Power drill,
What?
What's that?
right? Chisel,
Never heard of it.
okay. Stanley knife.
Keyzie, if you're just going to make things up to try and make us look
we're,
silly,
not
we're
making
talking,
them up.
we're
These are real
talking like
tools.
serious tools here, Keyzie.
Okay. Digger.
Digger's a piece of machinery.
Yeah,
Keyzie.
it's
Oh,
just a
right, but
tool,
it's still
I
a
mean.
tool. I mean, it's still, okay. What
Look
about
like idiots.
hot glue gun? Someone just texts through nips.
We couldn't have one of those around you, Keyzie, because you'd be sniffing that glue to get as high as a kite.
Oh,
wouldn't
that's
you?
right. I
yeah,
sniffed glue. I forgot about that. Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Big there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 8 minutes past 5. We've got our great mate Pugs in the studio. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
You good?
Yeah, I'm
You've done
doing
a great job,
thanks.
Pugs. You're doing a great job, mate.
I really appreciate that, man.
No, it's all good.
A lot of great feedback.
Hey, now listen, we created the HR jar, didn't we, Mogi?
We did, yeah. We sort of thought that some of the comments that were being directed at various members of the Big Show team could probably be classified as bullying, and we
Yes.
don't tolerate bullying. We don't
Not
stand
in this
for
workplace.
it. No,
Not in
we
this
will not
studio.
allow it. And so, anytime anybody says anything about, for example, Keizie's massive honker, or
Yeah,
my
yeah.
massive honker, or Hoodie J's massive honker, just for equality's sake there.
Yeah.
Then $5 had to go into the HR jar. That's been increased to $10 because actually it seemed to encourage people.
Yeah, it did, actually.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand. So I've increased that to $10. Keyzie has been the worst offender for the only 2 weeks that we've been taking stock of this. We're trying to rein in his behaviour, but it's proving difficult.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it's one of those things, isn't it? The reason we created the HR jar was to try and get a curb on the bullying going on in the studio, and Keyzie's proven himself to be a horrendous bully.
Oh, yeah.
He's been massively machine gunning the insults
hang
out
on,
to
hang
us,
on.
He has,
Mosey and
actually.
I,
He has.
yeah.
He's been. That's a great way to put it, Jase. Absolutely spraying the room with with jibes and insults.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, can I just say, it's always you two v me. I've never... Mano, can you look at Jase right now and tell him he's got a massive
See, and
schnoz?
now he's trying to make other people bullies as well. And
That's
this is
what I mean.
He's what
Yeah.
I call at high school. He's a bad example.
Yes.
He's a bad egg.
Yeah,
He's a
totally.
rotten apple.
I feel like this is bullying right here.
If my kids were friends with him, I'd say no more. No more.
Stay away from old Keyzie. He's no good. Now,
Did you just say no's good?
at the last telly, Pugs,
Yeah.
old Keyzie was way
He
out
was
in
right
front.
out in front,
He was
yeah.
way out in front in terms of the HR
He
jar.
actually, he was leading by more than a nose.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, my
he was. He was. So where
That's
are we
$10.
at now, mate? Where are we at now?
All right, so I'll go through the placings like I have the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Obviously, as we know, we've gone up to $10 this time
Yeah,
around. So I'll say
yeah.
the total of gags and then the total money owed.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so coming in third place, we've got Mr. Mike Minogue.
Yeah,
With a
again.
total of 28, owing $175.
Is that for the last week?
No. That's total.
Yeah. It was right.
175 buckaroonies.
$175 owed by Mike Minogue.
Up until now, or including the last week?
This is including the last week.
Okay.
175.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah. The numbers have actually taken a slight dip since
So how
the
many was
last
there
week.
this week, though? That's what I want to know.
Oh,
Do
you
we
want to know
that?
last week?
We can look into that later.
yeah,
mate. We
yeah,
don't have it on hand.
I think you had about 21 or something.
Yeah, pretty
about-
good.
So you've slowed
I'm happy
things
with
down.
that.
Yeah.
Second place, Hoodie J,
Yes.
30. So only a
Okay.
couple of more than Minogue. Owing $190 total.
Yeah.
Old first place. Keyzie.
What?
You got a total of 36, man. So you owe about $295,
Whoa.
if I'm not mistaken.
$295.
Yeah.
$295.
That's $660 total in the kitty.
And I've got to be honest with
Is
you,
that on the nose?
fellas.
It's going to be an upmarket curry.
We are paying up on this.
Are we?
Yeah, we are totally paying up on this.
Right.
Now, look, just on that, Pugs, I believe you've put together a bit of a compilation, which we'll get into after the next song, of just how out of control Keyzie's got.
It's not just me. In fact, I bet it shows that you're the worst offender.
Is that right?
Look, the numbers are the thing. It's how many times you're doing it, and the quality of the joke, Keyzie, the joke, and words hurt. It's not measured on that, is it? It's the fact that you've made the attempt to hurt someone's feelings.
Right, okay.
And just because Jase is better at it than you doesn't
Right.
mean he should be sort of punished for that.
Thanks, Pugs. Good on you for keeping score, mate.
And
We
I'm
appreciate
wondering,
it,
I don't know,
Yeah.
man, are we going to increase the fines? Because once again, Keyzie is just going absolutely
Ballistic. $15,
$20.
$20. All right.
$20.
That's fine. Yeah, right. Whatever.
Jeez, he says whatever, but I'll be honest with you, I think he's got his massive nose out of joint.
Stop using that joke.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Yes, indeed. Foo Fighters there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show, Thursday afternoon, 16 minutes past 5 o'clock. Keep those suggestions coming for Tool Chat on 3483 now. As we just had in the previous voice break, the HR jar, Keyzie running away with it at the moment with the insults on the old snoz. And Pugs, our main man in Studio B, has put together a compilation, evidence, I guess we'd call it.
Yeah, that's
It is.
right. Yeah, Keyzie sort of contesting the numbers there, but I think when you listen to this, Keyzie, you'll see that it's undeniable, brother.
Just before we play this, if you are just joining us, you don't know what the hell's going on, all three of us, especially Minogue and Hoyt, have got massive noses. So it's pretty much been fair game as far as the nose insults go. So here's a wee compilation of how we've been so far.
Most myself, I think, pick apart.
You can pull the front end off a Hilux and replace that nose on your head there if you want.
You can get down to old pick a nose.
Hey guys, my partner's got a massive nose and it makes it real hard to get any kiss action going. What should I do?
Keyzie?
What?
Yeah, what do you reckon, Keyzie?
You should answer this one, brother.
Yeah.
I just can't relate at all.
It's your court.
Our local expert.
Can I reiterate, all three of us have massive noses, not just me.
That's
Yeah.
$5.
No.
Thanks, Bugs.
This one here says you can't use it as a toothbrush anymore, but you can use it to clean that giant schnoz.
You usually use a toilet brush for your schnoz though, don't you?
$5, Pugs.
Well, no, I'm just
$5
carrying on what
bucks.
they started.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah, that's
the
why
problem.
it's
Right,
$5.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyone knows, Keyzie knows about that sort of stuff. So
Hang on, what? $5, Pugs.
What? What do you mean?
You said if anyone knows, Keyzie knows.
Yes, totally you do, mate. You love your...
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wasn't a nose joke?
Pardon?
Were you hanging your head in shame or just because your neck muscles gave way from supporting that snout of yours all day?
That's $50
No,
for that
that's
one.
fine.
Oh,
No.
actually, haven't we put it up to $10?
Yeah, we have put it up
That's
to
up
$10.
to $10.
$10, thanks,
$10 for that one there.
So you don't end up looking like a deer brain on the day.
Yeah. Because I'd be worried about that.
You'd be worried about that most days, wouldn't you?
$5, Pugs.
What?
That was nothing to do with your honker.
Nothing to do.
No, that's $5. He said honker.
This is getting out of hand, Keyzie.
Keyzie is
I
that's
at
just,
no point mentioned your massive snout
Okay.
during that. I don't know what's got into you today, Keyzie, but you're leaning towards a massive dedouche.
Yeah.
Bring it on, mate.
And let me say, I've got one hell of a target in mind.
$5, Pugs.
What are you talking about?
no,
You were
no,
staring.
$5.
I did not.
He was staring at my nose.
No
mention
way.
your nose.
Well, he's not staring at your nose. He can't look past
Yeah,
the
well,
bar.
it's exactly.
Okay, $5, Pugs.
Yeah, that's $5, folks.
Stop
Fair
it.
enough.
I wasn't even going to bring up noses, to be honest with you, Keyzie. But
Right.
once again, you've just delved into the pot there, which is funny given the size of your honker. What did you collect, New Zealand? Text us 3483.
Keyzie, all he collects now is huge boogers in that massive
All right,
beaker.
$20.
Well, you know what they say about people with big noses,
What?
Keyzie.
What? They're called Hoyt and Minogue. I thought I was more of like a Andrew Ettinghausen looking kind of guy, or a Sonny Bill.
More like the
No.
elephant man.
Pugs, $110, please.
You did at one point consider a nose piercing when you were a...
But it was the second part of that joke.
No, I'm just saying you were just considering a nose piercing, which I thought was,
Yeah, I was,
Can't really
thank
see like a cowbell or something.
There it is.
Boy, you're out of control, Keyzie.
I'm
You
out of
gotta
control.
rein it in,
You
mate.
serious?
You have to rein
Man.
it in. Hey, keep those texts coming on 3483 for Tool Chat. That's coming up next. In the meantime, here's the Strokes.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
It's Tool Chat.
Bang, bang, bang. Screwdriver.
With Jason Mike.
Yeah.
You g'day, you mad bastards. Welcome to Tool Chat with Jase and Mike, where we talk tools. Anything you need to know about tools. There's nothing old Mahuki and I don't know about tools. So, our featured tool for today, mate, she's a doozy. This one, the old earmuffs, mate. The old earmuffs. Bloody indispensable as far as I'm concerned when you're on the bloody building site, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, not just on the bloody building site, mate, but I reckon anywhere, you know what I mean? So when I wake up in the morning, Sparrow fart there, and it's just me in the old bed there, and the other side lies empty ever since she left, and swing my legs out of the bed there and finish off to the rest of that J that's sitting there in the old ashtray, and have a scull of the old vodka there, and I just stick the old earmuffs on my head, man, and just try and drown out the sound of the demons talking to my ears, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally what you mean, mate, and like you, you know, I really took the bastards off. Quite funny, actually. Often I wake up at 1 in the morning with the shakes, you know, and the horror show going on in my head there. You know, get up there and have a couple of darts to sort of calm the nerves there, a little caravan, and a couple of hits of vodka there just to steady the nerves. And I'll be sitting on the couch and thinking to myself, Jesus, she's quiet.
Yeah.
I can hear a bloody pin dropping here. And then I realised, of course, I got my earmuffs off. I had to take the bastards off when I blacked out after half a bottle of vodka.
That's right, mate, and I'll be completely honest with you here, man. You know, I always used to think that earmuffs, safety muffs, you know, they were for soft ons, you know what I mean? And I'll be honest, it was around about the time that I broke up with Veronique there, and, you know, you're struggling to make ends meet a little bit, brother, and, you know, you're just doing anything you can to get the mortgage bills paid and that when you're feeling a bit down in the ass. So I put the old earmuffs on because, of course, Veronique was sharing the guest room with old Jaden over there. Yeah. Well, of course, she's going hammer and tongs all day and all bloody night. So, you know, there's only so long I'm willing to listen to that before I put my old earmuffs on.
Drown out the rooting, for sure. And, look, I know to relate. You know, you got to sort of... You're feeling down there, you're feeling a bit blue on the old thing there, you're on the construction site, you know, you're a bit shaky. Yeah. You got a bit of diarrhea going on, you know, and feeling a bit raspy, and, you know, you're getting bloody badgered on the phone there by the ex and bloody child support and bloody all that sort of carry on, and old bloody Jaden with his, you know, turns on the bloody radio there, you got a bit of bloody Green Day, which just about breaks me, you know what I mean? So I chuck on the old earmuffs and, you know, beautiful silent world in there, mate, and just be left to my ruminations about what might have been and what could have been, mate.
Yeah, well, can't win them all, mate, can you? You know what I mean?
Hey, just on music and that, fellas, we've got Kimbra in the studio next.
Oh, never bloody heard of her.
Kimbra, yeah, no, she's a very successful double two-time Grammy Award winner performing at Symphony this weekend, so...
You right, mate?
Yeah, I know. Just thinking about Veronique again, man. It's all I can do to get her off my bloody mind.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Oasis there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this, what day is it? Thursday afternoon. Now, I'm very excited about our next guest. You know, because of the whole COVID scenario, we went through a really long period of not getting live guests in the studio with us. And our guest today, well, we're fizzing about the one and only Kimbra. First and foremost, how's life?
Life's good. Good to be here, guys.
Well, it's great to have you here. You're looking well?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries at all.
Is
How
Jase
long's it
looking
been?
well?
Yeah, Jase is looking amazing.
I mean, I didn't say that you were looking well purely to get you to say that I was looking
You went fishing?
well. But you know,
But it is quite rude that you didn't say that he was looking
now
good.
that I think about it, probably should have true.
I mean,
Sorry, guys.
I have been chucking a fair amount of tin around at the gym and working out pretty. But I mean, you don't know that, so I mean, why would you bring it up? The fact that I'm looking fantastic, you know what I'm saying?
He has actually put on a lot of muscle since the last time you you saw him, though, don't you think?
Well, that's right. At first, I forgot that I have met you, but I saw you. Just
Yeah,
was
Striking.
I've got one of those faces.
He's got one of those noses you can't
as soon as I saw you, it all came back. I promise.
Yeah. Hey, no, seriously, great to have you in the studio with us. Now, you've been pretty busy, eh? The fourth album's out, A Reckoning.
Yep.
How's that? You've been touring around. How's that all been going for you?
Yeah, it's funny, like being out of the practice of touring. You have to get back to sleeping on a tour bus because it takes off at like 3 a.m. and it's like bumping like crazy. You got to fall asleep to it. But it was like Europe for about a week and then almost 7 weeks on the US tour.
That's a long stint.
Yeah, and
That's
sometimes like 5 shows in a row, like vocally super demanding.
Yeah, I
so
can
it
imagine.
took me a second to get back into it all, but you know, the people that have been coming to the shows have been amazing, and seeing them all sing the lyrics to these songs you've been keeping, you know, in your back pocket for years is it's pretty awesome, man. Yeah.
And you've got a Hamilton show coming up.
Yeah,
you
the
must
Trombo.
be absolutely fizzing about that. They've got a new warehouse there. Have you seen it?
I haven't been to the factory. That's the venue.
No,
yeah.
they've got a new warehouse. You know the warehouse?
Oh,
they've got a new one.
Have they really got
it's
the
huge.
warehouse?
What was wrong with the main
It's
one?
one of the biggest ones in the Southern Hemisphere now.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's really good.
I think-
So now Hamilton's got the Botanical Gardens and the biggest warehouse.
That's amazing. It's like the motto says, more than you'd expect.
That's
When
right.
you drive in, right?
Absolutely.
Or was that Huntley?
Yeah.
I think it's
Hamilton's the city of the future.
It is.
You should know that.
They're both great places to be,
remember.
though.
But I mean, just to clarify, you're not doing your gig in the warehouse, though, are you?
Could be cool.
If it's that big, you could get a good crowd in
That's
there. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
I'm not playing in the warehouse.
According to this, she's playing tomorrow night at the Factory in Hamilton with Georgia Lines.
That's right.
Right. Okay.
Just so there's no mix-ups.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to go and see Kimbra in Hamilton, don't go to the warehouse because she's not going to be at the warehouse.
But they might be doing a special on your CDs.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Actually,
yeah.
do you still release CDs?
Well, I used to pick up CDs at the warehouse all the time.
Yeah, totally.
Like bargain bin?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got an amazing idea, Kimbra. Why don't you do like a live gig on the roof of the warehouse? You know, like a U2 style.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, look, it depends what the roof's like. You know,
Yeah,
is
you
it
know,
in good
fair
shape?
point. Yeah, no, that's
Is it
Hey,
is
a
it
really
a vibe
fair
up
point.
there?
really good place to perform is obviously the Auckland Domain as well.
Oh, Keyzie.
This is a segue, by the way. Specifically this Saturday. Symphony,
Smooth
of course.
operator.
Yeah, they're in town. You're performing as well. I think you were coming on just before them. Are you doing any crossover with them at all, or how's it going to look?
No, not this time round. We're just doing our own set. So it'll be like a 45-minute set, a lot of the new material. I've got my band who've come over from the States as well, and they've never played. They've never been here, never played.
Wow.
So, yeah, it'll be just like a cranking festival set, get people dancing. And
How do you feel about that? I mean, what's your preference in terms of gigs? Do you like to just do your own thing and stuff, or do you enjoy getting together and collaborating with it? Well, not necessarily collaborating, but being involved with with a mega kind of concert where there's 7, 8, 10 acts.
that can definitely be fun. Yeah. I guess it's just always about, in those scenarios, you want to have like enough time to practice. It's always really hard if you come in with like one night and it's doing these big collaborative things.
Right, and if you've only got 45 minutes as well, is it a hard thing to be like, I've got to play some of my classic stuff, but I've got to play the Reckoning stuff, you know?
Right, exactly. You have to kind of curate.
Keyzie.
Yeah, really offended.
Yeah,
to
come
be
on,
honest,
man.
changes the whole meaning.
I told you about that before.
She hasn't even answered the question yet.
It's fine. Yeah, but there is an art to forming a set list, I think.
Right.
You know what I mean? Try to get the peaks and troughs and, like you said, enough new material, old material.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, I tell you what, Kimber, we'll just take a break here, have a bit of the dudes, and be back shortly.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed, the dudes here on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. We've got the one and only Kimbra in the studio with us. You know, Kimbra, when I was a top stand-up comedian travelling around the world, I was a very nervous performer. I used to have a few steadiers before I went on the stage. Are you the same, or do you just get out there and belt out the tunes?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because, like, in a way, it was an average to good question.
Yeah. Thanks.
Like, in a way, I probably get more nervous for things that aren't performing. Like, traveling, doing things like this. And, I'm always, like, nervous. I'm going to be real awkward. But on stage, because it's what I've done since I can, you know what I mean? Like, 14 in the Rock Quest playing to this huge. Or, like, singing in the national anthem in stadiums when I was young. It's like, it's just actually such a kind of comfort space for me now.
Yeah.
And I go into a character, like I kind of close my eyes and get into this really confident headspace where I sort of am a slightly different person, and that helps me. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? You click into a...
I'll be honest with you, my life's falling apart at the moment, and, there's a lot of crap going on. And,
I hear
and
you.
radio, doing the show with the boys is my oasis.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah.
We get to be a larger-than-life version of ourselves on stage.
Totally, we do. I've just been given up the wind-up by Keyzie.
Oh, no, we've got time for one more question if you guys want.
Anyone?
You got one?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a question for you.
Better be above average.
They always are whenever I'm asking questions. Fourth album. You've been doing this thing for, over a decade now. Literally, you're in Europe, then you're in America.
Yes.
Then you are back in the Tron.
Yeah, totally.
This is going to be a good question.
I can feel it.
Going somewhere.
Is it a positive thing coming home to places like the Tron and playing at the Auckland Domain after being in America? Or is it kind of a down buzz, or what's the vibe on that?
Of course
that sort of fell apart at the end.
Is it a down buzz?
But is it like, I'm going to go back to Hamilton, or is it like, I get to go home to New Zealand?
It's yay, because this is where my career started.
Right.
This is, you know what I mean? My first ever gigs are in the Tron and the Dog's Bollocks in Auckland. And
I used to live next door to the Dog's Bollocks. It's a great spot, yeah.
So it's that kind of full circle moment,
nice.
where you're coming back to your people.
So I'll chalk that down to the good question column.
Well, Kimbra, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in the studio with us. All the best for the gig, by the way, and all the best for the rest of the tour and the album and so forth. Hope it goes great. True story.
Yes.
Mogi over there he listened to the fourth album for the first time today and loved it. Didn't he,
Really?
Mogi?
True, I did.
Oh, thanks, man.
There was one, actually I listened to it twice. Generally when I've got
amazing.
people coming in that I haven't listened to their music before, the latest album, the latest album, not all of your music.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it. You might get a couple of songs in, but I listened to it twice. There was one song I particularly liked, the name of which I can't remember, but there's a guy's voice that gets sampled.
Yeah,
He's
GLT. Yep.
Is that is not an actual person, is it?
It's my friend, and I asked him to leave me a voice message in the most stereotypical, flaky
It was
douchebag vibe.
it's an incredible, the ending of it where he says all the best, it's a breakup-y sort of thing. It's a guy saying that he doesn't want to see this girl anymore, but she's been really great, and at the end he wishes her all the best for the next financial year, and I just thought that was
Stone cold,
that is such a great line.
You've had heaps of those, Keyzie?
Yeah, man, so many of them. Just quickly, though, before we do wrap things up, don't forget Kimbra's going to be performing not only tomorrow night at the Factory in Hamilton, but also Symphony in the Domain. 4:45 you'll be on Saturday, right?
That's right. Yeah,
Brilliant.
you got it.
All right, well, I'll see you then. I'm going to be there.
Kimbra, thanks so much, mate, for coming in, and all the best. Take it easy.
You too, man. Thank you.
Good stuff.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. We're talking food on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Thursday night. Hope your day's going along nicely, by the way. What are we looking at there, Keyzie, on 3483?
Oh, man, so many texts are coming in on 3483. Before we get to that, just a reminder, every text that comes in goes in the draw for some BK vouchers. And if you're going to BK, why not try the new BK Crispy Chicken Supreme? Just $6 with chips and a drink.
Yeah, I had one of those. I've had one of those the other day. Bloody good.
Just one?
Yeah. I was restrained, actually. Yeah,
You were?
Yeah, totally.
By the police because he was trying to get more.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, douche. What are they saying on the text machine, Keyzie, on 3483?
G'day, guys. Can't afford any proper meals, so I'm going to have a bowl of cereal for dinner.
Ebola cereal. Yuck. That'll kill you, man.
Yeah, that's gross.
Ebola cereal.
Well, that's what it says here. Ebola cereal. So, yeah. Far out. It
I've
seems
got to
crazy.
say,
Why would you eat that?
Instead of having chocolate and stuff at the end of the night now, for my sweet treat, I'm having Wheat Bix.
Oh, how
Sugar?
good is it?
Oh, yeah, heaps of sugar.
Yeah, mountains of sugar.
Do you like rice bubbles?
Yes, I do.
And Skippy cornflakes?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great having a bowl of that. It's really satisfying too.
What I used to do is have Skippy cornflakes and ice cream. So you have a scoop of vanilla ice cream, some milk and some Skippy cornflakes on there.
Milk with ice cream.
So it's essentially a bowl of Skippy cornflakes, and if you're really rich, you go Crunchy Nut, and then a scoop of vanilla ice cream in the middle. It's like a breakfasty, desserty thing. It's delicious.
What time of day do you eat it?
Dessert. I don't eat it now. I haven't had it in about 10 years.
Right.
Yeah. My nana used to have it all the time.
It's a sad upbringing.
Yeah, explains a lot, actually.
What, me having...
Well, it doesn't, Well, he was a sickly fellow, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Give him a little treat.
Can we not start a yarn that I was a really sickly little kid, please? I was perfectly healthy.
That's good, Keyzie.
Yeah.
What
Barring the sinus issues.
Someone's having a go at Tool Chat, saying the Tool Chat intro is almost as long as your schnozzes. So I'm not sure what they're having
Somebody
for tea,
else
though.
says it's a painfully long intro. I think it's the best part of the show.
Yeah, it is the best part of the show. It's a bloody good one.
great.
But keep those texts coming on 3483.
Because we do have some BK vouchers
That's
to give away.
right.
That's quite right. In the meantime, let's get into a bit of Metallica for the hour.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Blind spot there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show Thursday evening. What are you running with today, Margie? A bit of
For din-dins?
Yeah, fake
same as
chicken
usual,
jerky?
mate. No, I've got a little bit of fake chicken and rice to work through from earlier in the day. And other than that, it'll just be some kind of protein shake.
I tell you what I'm very excited about. We're having a lamb tandoori sort of curry tonight in the slow cooker.
Yum.
Can you have a tandoori be a curry?
Tandoori is a curry.
Is it?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Because the
You can
tandoori
cook in a tandoori.
is the oven.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't a tandoori a fish?
No, that's a John Dory.
That's a John
Oh,
Dory.
yeah,
Keyzie.
that's
Yeah. But yeah, beautiful sort of meaty lamb knuckles,
It's your body's really
mushrooms,
Really?
capsicum, ginger, tomatoes, beef stock.
Onions.
your body's really been ruined when they're taking your knuckles for soup. And
Yeah,
that, eh?
oh, it's so good. And you pick out the bones and the meat just falls
Oh,
off.
it does. Yeah, melts in your mouth,
beautiful.
Keyzie.
Oh, man.
What are the people having there, Keyzie? 3483.
Oh, boys, they're flooding in. Do you know what I'm having for dinner?
Oh,
Hawaiian pizza.
I wish.
Yeah.
Frozen, man, it'd be so good. Now we're having like a chicken stir fry thing with noodles.
Yuck.
I'm not a big stir fry dude.
What? You're not eating it. I am. Chicken thigh. 3483, lots of texts coming through. BK to give away. Plum jam Sammy's for dinner
Plum
tonight,
jam.
fellas.
Oh, okay. Actually, that would go nice with your cheese evenings, Keyzie.
My cheese evenings. What are you talking
that's
about?
right.
Yeah,
I forgot
your
your
little
cheese
cheese
evenings.
boards.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
cheese evening. I had a cheese board once.
No, hang on a minute. I saw you out there working on the computer and you were doing some invites for it. It said Pit Boys Cheese Evening.
Oh, did you see that, did you?
Pit Boys Cheese and Jam Evening.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't want you guys
Come
to find
dressed
out.
as your favourite car.
I didn't want you guys... You can't dress as a car. Don't be stupid. Otherwise, I dress as a car every day. But yeah, still heaps of texts coming on 3483. Meatballos.
Oh, meatballs?
Oh, bolos.
Yeah. Pork mince or beef mince?
Yeah, it says here mixture of both.
Why don't you read that? The whole text then.
Oh, because the other text underneath it said, hey, it's me again. Just letting you
Hayes.
know. Hey, it's me again. Just letting you know that the above text about the meatballos, yeah, they're a mixture of beef and pork. Oh, another one's just coming. Hey, also we're having it with a tomatoey sauce on spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti.
Yeah.
Meatballs are spaghetti.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Smashing Pumpkins there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening, and right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
Another episode of War of the Worlds. Episode number 3.
Excellent.
You know what? It's got a pretty good cast in it. It's got Gabriel Byrne
Yes,
and,
I love him.
and his wife.
Yes.
A small criticism. This one wasn't as exciting this episode.
Sure.
This is because they're on the hunt. Gabriel Byrne and his... You're right, Keyzie, on your phone, mate.
Just trying to remember the name of the show I watched last night.
Oh, sure. Didn't you sort it out in your prep?
Yeah.
It's written here in my prep.
Do you want to look at my notes there, Keyzie?
So they're looking for their son, their adult son, but they're a divorced couple.
Right.
And something happens in the first episode that's really funny.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you what that is.
Go for it.
So he is Gabriel Byrne character, in his 60s, and dyes his hair badly. So he's got no grey hair, and his face is that of a sort of Skeletor.
Right.
But he goes round to see his ex-wife because he knows that there's going to be an alien invasion. She's married again. She's sick of seeing him. As he comes in, he runs into her new husband, who tries to stop him from coming up the stairs, and seems like she's seen you enough. He throws him down the stairs.
Wow.
And kills him.
That's hilarious.
And then goes upstairs accidentally. Then goes upstairs, and the miss is like, where is he? Where's my husband? Oh no, I don't know. I didn't see him. Then there's an alien attack, and everybody dies, and so he blames it
on the aliens.
I don't know. She's like, are you sure you don't know? Are you sure you must have seen them? Because you must come past them when you come. He's like, I don't know. No idea. So he's keeping it a secret, which I have found really funny for the first 3 episodes. Anyway, that's by the by. And now in the 3rd episode, I'm finding him a bit annoying and her really annoying. Do you find her annoying? I don't think she's bringing a lot to the table outside of just being constantly annoyed. It's not her fault as the actor, but
because of course I remember her mostly from that British.
Yeah, what was it?
The castle and the.
Oh, is it Downton Abbey?
Downton Abbey.
Right.
Yeah, she is a bit, and he is a little bit, but it gets resolved.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
does it good?
Yeah, it gets
Because
resolved.
I'm just so entertained by that. I just think it's something out of a comedy, but it's in a drama, so I'm loving that.
Yes, no, very good show that. I watched the final half of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Oh, yeah, good.
Very good, man.
Yeah.
And also, Tom Hardy's in it.
Is he the
Tom
sneaky
Hardy
bastard there?
And he's growing on me as an actor, actually. He's bloody good. I've seen him in a few things now, and I like him.
What are the things that you haven't liked him and that he's growing on you?
I think I just saw him as a kind of action-y dude, but he's not like that at all.
Can I recommend a film for you?
Yes, please.
The film is called The Drop.
The Drop, okay.
And it's Tom Hardy, James Gandolfini, and Rooney Mara. Unbelievable. Small drama, unreal. I've watched it many, many times. It is right as Tom Hardy was going up, and it was Gandolfini's second last film. You will love it.
Okay, great.
Another one too, The Dark Knight Rises. He plays Bane. He's like, I was molded by the dark, raised by it.
Why does he wear that stupid voice?
Yeah.
Well, that's just his voice. He's got a mask on, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what have you watched, Keyzie?
We watched...
I was raised by
I watched the second to last episode of Flatshare. Remember how we got a third of the way into it, then my wife got sleepy and went to bed? We then watched the rest of that episode and an entire second episode.
Wow.
It's been a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
That really has been.
I really want you guys to watch it with your partners and just see if you enjoy it, to see if I have good
Keyzie,
taste or not.
I'll stop you there.
What?
We're not watching it.
Not a chance in hell,
Just watch
Keyzie.
it and just check it out. The Flatshare on TVNZ Plus.
No, not a chance
I've already
in
forgotten
hell.
it.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Everclear there on the radio, Hodaki. Hey, don't forget about the New Zealand International Comedy Festival with very special mention of a debut performance by our one and only Keyzie, you mad bastard, doing his stand-up debut in an 800-seater by the sounds of it, Mogi.
It's unreal, isn't it? And I guess we've got a couple of options with this gig. One is we sell tickets. The other is we don't sell tickets. So Keyzie could potentially do it to an empty auditorium. Would you like that, Keyzie?
I haven't decided whether I'm doing it or not.
Oh, yeah. But we have, and you are. So with that in mind...
Right.
Can I...
Audience or no audience?
Audience.
Yeah, I reckon full to the gunnels.
It probably
have
will
you
be
ever been under
once the word
on
gets
the
out.
stage when you're on the stage? Been on a stage with under the floodlights there, Keyzie, with a big audience? Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, heaps of times.
When?
No, he's always scrambling up on stage at the strippers.
Yeah, that's different though, Keyzie. That's different.
No. I've emceed quite a lot of large events.
Okay.
So that'll be fine.
Okay, that's good.
But,
yeah.
you know, when you're emceeing, you're usually there for a purpose. It's not solely to entertain every single person in the room.
Yeah,
that's true.
So that's
yeah.
different. So I don't think I'll be scared of getting up there if this is to happen.
And it's
No, it's
exciting,
happening.
man, because
It's happening.
I mean, from my understanding of it, you're going to be on a bill. There's going to be some other comics on the bill.
That's
Yes,
what,
yes.
So let's say 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So it becomes a real balancing act. Where do you put Keyzie?
Oh, feature act.
Well, do you put him last?
Yeah,
Because do you
totally.
have it pop the balloon? Oh, do you have him second or third? So the momentum that's being built by those first two comedians just collapses when Keyzie comes out.
How about I just get in there, get it over and done with, rip the bastard, the Band-Aid
you
off.
open it with Keyzie,
Yeah,
you know, and then
absolutely.
just that stink is all over the other comedians that follow.
That's what worries me is the stink. But I
Why
reckon
does it stink?
I reckon feature act. That, you know, the penultimate
Headliner.
Headliner. You know, you have a couple of internationals before him.
Yeah.
And then Keyzie with his impressions.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. I'll do one impression and that's it. All right.
Will you wear some bling, Keyzie?
Oh my god. Look, we'll work this out closer to
Hey,
time.
will you wear that pink jacket?
Oh, some
It's-
props would be good.
Yeah,
It's faded
props.
red.
You need some props to rely on. I also, do you play guitar?
Oh, badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be good.
Will you wear your cap backwards as well?
Maybe. Yeah, if I want to look cool, I will.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
me,
cool.
Keyzie.
But hey, the International Comedy Festival with Best Foods Mayo. It's in Auckland and Wellington. It starts the 5th of May to the 28th. All right, still ages away.
Yeah.
Still plenty of time for me to bail on this whole thing. But in celebration of April Fool's Day, which is tomorrow, I believe, or is it Saturday? For the next 73 hours, you can grab 2 tickets for the price of 1. So any show, 2
Great
tickets for the
stuff.
price of 1 over the next few days.
Holy
For
helmet.
April Fool's Day.
I just had a thought there, and it was from Minogue there. That's how you open. You go, hey, it's me, Keyzie. And then you follow it up with, what are you guys up to?
100%.
So good.
No, because the only
You
people
almost
that,
want to close with that.
the only ones that would laugh at that are you two.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. Done and dusted for your Thursday. Make sure you tune into the Friday show, the Friday Throbber. She's all on tomorrow, fellas, for the
she's all
Friday
going.
show.
Yeah.
We've got Wage Against the Machine again. 3
Yeah.
mates to State of O. The Throbber.
It's just all happening.
Yeah, it
What's
is.
the plan tonight, Margie? With a big day like that tomorrow, you'll need some sleep,
I'll
some
need
cap.
my rest, babes. Yeah, a bit more tally, and I don't know, man. I got to get out and about. I got to do some stuff. Don't know.
Yeah, I hear.
I'm going to get down the nets actually for a bit of cricket this weekend. I just want to flag that with you if you can, and also going to start playing tennis one of these days too.
Yeah, great.
So that's on my wish list there, Keyzie.
Tennis
Good
Moby.
stuff. What are you up to, Keyzie?
So go home, make dinner, watch a rom-com with the wife, put her to bed, pour a small glass of port, play PlayStation until 10 o'clock, and then I'll start watching the Roosters play the Eels in the NRL until midnight.
So a bit nasally tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah, should be fine.
You'll be all right.
I'm nasally every day, all right?
Right, okay.
What
no,
are you
good.
doing, Hoyt?
Probably go back to the gym, throw some tin, have a can of tuna, watch a bit of TV, make love and go to bed.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Where do you make love?
Oh, all over the shop.
All over the shop.
Yeah.
You live in a
Yeah.
shop?
Yeah, just
You
a,
go down to the local dairy, don't you?
yeah.
Oh,
Just
right.
there's a little loft
Oh, yeah.
on top of the dairy there. Babu lets me use it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Make sure you check out our podcast, the podcast outro, and highlights of the show. Go and check out our Instagram account as well, Hodaki Big Show. Until tomorrow, we'll see you later.